You're not talking politics with me? What stream are you on? Do you know where you are, sir? You're not talking politics with me? What the f? Hello?
Minutes about.
Wait, the title of the stream is Why Do You Support Trump? This is a political debate stream.
And
what the f do you mean we're not talking about politics?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ready to be insufferable again?
Not as much as you, bud.
What's going on in the background? Hey, listen, would you still vote for Trump if he was a child rape?
Would you still vote for Kamala if she was a hooker?
Okay. All right. Yeah, we're off to a great start. Sam, I'm just simply going to ask my question again. Would you vote for Trump if he was a child rape?
No, but he's not. But
Phenomenal.
100% fact.
Okay. So
your candidate was a prostitute, so.
Yeah, misogyny. You're saying that because she's a woman. Now let's get back to the.
All. She was an actual prostitute. So.
Okay. Says what evidence?
I don't know.
Did he go over this with you, Parker? Did he make this
point?
point? Did he make this point to you? Like, is this something that you've already deliberated?
All the people who have known her.
I don't think we actually did. I think we went over part of it. I don't think we went over the Epstein stuff, but I think we went over like the E. Jean Carroll.
No, we're just going over the prostitute. So what's the evidence that Kamala Harris was a prostitute?
This is nothing we went over. Yeah, sorry, I thought I was misinterpreting.
A lot of people that have known her said that she was a call girl, correct?
Incorrect. Could you please name one person that personally knew her that accused her of being a prostitute? What's that?
Judge Joe Brown.
Joe Brown? What was the relationship between Joe Brown and Kamala Harris?
I think she was his girlfriend, and after
Willie Brown.
Yeah, Judge Joe Brown.
Could you show me where Willie Brown called Kamala Harris a prostitute?
I'm sure I could if I had 3 monitors like you guys.
So is the answer to that question no? You can't show me where he said that?
Yeah, see, that's how you guys win arguments, right? You got 3 monitors.
Well,
if I leave the chat,
I'm actually just sitting in my living room. I'm just sitting in my living room, man.
Right, with 3 monitors.
No, in front of me I have a TV that's turned off.
No,
yeah, I'll show you the TV. Turned off.
That's what you guys do.
I mean, you could see that you're wrong if you were to look at my couch.
Well, let's look at it, bud.
Okay. I'm sitting in my couch, my living room. Behind me is my TV that's turned off. Okay. So I don't have 3 monitors.
All right. Well, I'm sure your buddy there does.
Okay, but you're not talking to me. You're talking to me. So just to clarify, you're unable to give evidence that Willie Brown said Kamala Harris was a prostitute. If you can make a claim without evidence, I can dismiss that. Damn, I'm going to go put you on mute, buddy. So just to clarify, you made the claim that Willie Brown had said Kamala Harris is a prostitute. I asked you for the evidence of Willie Brown saying that Kamala Harris was a prostitute. You couldn't supply that evidence to me. So if you can make a claim with no evidence, I could dismiss that claim with no evidence. But if we want to go off of the accusations of others, Trump's ex-wife Ivana said that he raped her in the divorce filings. 40+ credible accusations. 12 of the women and girls who worked with Trump at his beauty pageants, Miss Teen USA, Miss USA, said that he'd violate them by barging into their dressing rooms. This seems to be significantly more evidence of Donald Trump having a character of a and engaging in violence predicated on what is an accusation from an ex-wife, then 12 accusations from the women and girls that competed at his pageants, which would simply just usurp any evidence that you think you could find in the testimony of one man that you haven't been able to prove. So if you think that Harris is a prostitute, do you think that Donald Trump is a... My mac and cheese is ready. I better go get that out of the microwave. I'll eat while I eat.
What evidence do you have?
Sam, you gonna respond?
Oh, yeah, sure. The evidence I have is a testimony of people that have personally known Donald Trump.
Oh, so just hearsay. Okay.
Well, I mean, wouldn't that make what Willie Brown apparently said about Harris hearsay?
Oh, isn't that funny?
Sam, wouldn't that make what Willie Brown apparently said about Harris hearsay?
Funny how that works.
Sam, can you answer my question? Wouldn't that make...
So your whole argument falls apart right there.
Well, I don't think you're getting the point,
Sam. Your own argument.
I'm going to help you walk to it. Remember, what was your evidence that Kamala Harris is a prostitute?
What was your evidence that Trump is a...
No, I asked you what was your evidence that Harris is a prostitute.
Funny how that works, right?
I'm trying to show you a point here, Sam.
Oh,
what was your evidence that Harris was a prostitute? Sam,
listen.
No, Sam, I want you to answer my question. Sam, I want you to answer my question. What was your evidence?
There's no question, bud. It doesn't.
So the question is simple.
Just
What
like
what was your evidence that Harris is a? Hey Sam, I'm making a point here, bud. What was your evidence that Harris is a prostitute?
What is your? It doesn't exist, just like yours doesn't. It's all hearsay.
So you self-admit that you don't have evidence that she was a prostitute?
I self-admit that me and you don't have evidence. It's all hearsay.
Okay. So then say I take back me calling Kamala Harris a prostitute.
Take back that you call Trump a.
Sure, I'll certainly do that after you.
No, you won't, because you'll sit there and say, "Oh,
Okay, so just to
Carroll,
clarify, you're not going to take back that Harris is a prostitute, right?
the woman who literally on live TV."
No, I just want to clarify. I just want to clarify, Sam. You're not going to take back that Harris is a prostitute, right?
Absolutely not, unless you take back.
You just believe in things that without evidence?
Yeah, same as you, bud.
Okay, Sam. I think you're a racist, and I'm just going to believe that because apparently we can believe things without evidence.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Do you think I should be able to say that? Would you find an issue with me telling your family and kids that you are a racist, even though I have no evidence for that claim?
I would have no problem with it because there's no evidence, right? Same as in your case, bud.
Oh, okay.
There's no evidence.
Well, who started the conversation off by attempting to prove things via the apparent testimony of others? Was that you or me?
Hey, like I said,
it was you.
Just playing your own game there, bud.
Hey, if Trump admitted to exploitation, would you believe he's guilty of exploitation?
He's never ever has anybody.
So is that a yes or is that a no?
Eugene Carroll has accused him, but on live TV said this correct.
No, she didn't. Wait, do you want to bet on that? I promise you, she did not say that she thinks that herself. She said that other people think that, which perpetuates race culture, which creates bad conditions in our country.
That's why they cut.
I don't think that you're answering the question I asked.
That's why they cut her off the news right away.
I'll go ahead and repeat the question that I asked. I'll go ahead and repeat the question.
You guys are playing semantics. This is semantics.
I'll go ahead and repeat the question that I asked. If Trump admitted to sexual exploitation, would you believe that he's guilty of sexual exploitation?
You guys play semantics. This is your game.
Sam, is that a yes or is that a no?
I said you play semantics. This is your game.
So is that a yes or is that a no?
I don't know. Is it a yes or a no that Kamala is a call girl?
Okay. So Harris is a prostitute. Does that fall under a yes or a no in response to my question?
Yes or no to my question.
Violence, would you believe that he engaged in violence?
Semantics. Exactly. You guys have.
You see how he just like repeats the same thing over and over again, doesn't respond to you, Dean? That's his
that.
debate
You guys
tactic.
are doing the same thing.
I'm gonna go to
accuse me.
If Donald Trump admitted to sexual violence, would you believe that he's guilty?
He never
that's fine.
admitted it.
But can you answer the question, please?
Show me one thing where he admitted to violence.
Yeah, sure. If you could answer my question.
No.
No, you're not going to answer my question. So then leave the live. Because in order to engage in productive
you're doing the
conversation,
same
we're going to
thing.
answer each other's questions.
No, you're a.
Oh
you're
wait,
a
Sam.
clown,
Wait, are you
bro.
the guy that
can't
told
do
me to
it.
stop gaslighting every single second of the day?
No, never said that.
Okay. No, that was the other person. There's another person who said everything I was doing was gaslighting.
See, I don't do that.
Sam, the only way that we're going to be able to further.
I just don't play your own game.
Hey, buddy. The only way. Hey, buddy. Sam. The only way. Hey, Sam. The only way that we're going to be able to further this dialogue is if you answer the question in good faith. Now, I understand that your response to the question is, well, he never admitted to doing that. Well, my question wasn't, did Donald Trump admit to violence? But rather, my question was, if Donald Trump admitted to violence, would you believe that he's guilty of violence? So I would really appreciate
it. He admitted to it?
Question.
Sure, but he did. So there goes your argument. Bud.
Thank you for the yes. Okay. So Donald Trump did admit to violence.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Would you like to play the clip?
Yeah, I can play the clip. You want me to play it right now?
Play it. Let's go.
Okay.
Joe. Yes. And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that everything's
talking about
is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
Yeah, that's a completely different thing. You're trying to attach that to the Eugene Carroll allegation. You're not talking about him being a judge of a pageant walking through the locker room. Completely different scenario. You're a gaslighting dickhead, bro.
Okay. So the question that I asked.
So he is the guy. He is the guy.
Sam, the question that I asked you is, if Trump admitted to violence, would you believe that he engaged in violence? Your response was yes. We then played that clip, and you said this was unrelated to E. Jean Carroll. You're right. That clip had no relation to E. Jean Carroll. Okay, but you said yourself.
Where did
women locker rooms inside of the pageant? The reason why Trump walking through the women's locker rooms inside of the pageant is violence. It's because that's an unconsensual action. He sought after the naked body of women to laud all over them, to tell Howard Stern about it on his radio show, unconsensually, because men aren't allowed and are not consented to go into private women's spaces like private women's locker rooms. So that's why, that's a clip of Donald Trump admitting to sexual violence.
Yeah, you're hilarious. That has nothing to do with what we were just talking about at all.
I explain how it does, because I explain how it's violence. Can you respond to my explanation of how that's violence?
He is a judge in a pageant. He walked through the locker room. He never said he entered through the locker room. Has nothing to do with that.
Okay. So your last sentence doesn't make any sense. You said he walked through the locker room. He never said that he entered into the locker room. Well, in order to walk through a locker room, at one point or another, you're going to have to enter into a locker room. You absolute dumbass.
See, this is the semantics that you play.
No, that's a very meaningful
play. Okay, what about Biden showering with his daughter? You want to
we could talk about Biden as soon as we're done talking about Trump.
No. You could bring that up right now. How about Biden's daughter?
What about Biden? What about Biden? Whenever I wanted to flex away from Trump, what about Biden?
Oh, yeah.
What about Biden, actually? Okay, have you thought about that? Have you ever thought about that one, actually?
So the reason
his own daughter's diary.
So the reason why
Sam, stop gaslighting. Let Dean speak.
The reason why I told you that I'd be down to talk about Biden next is because if we were to start talking about Biden right now, we just forgo the conversation about Trump, and I don't want to do that. So now that we understand we don't want to forgo the conversation about Trump, you understand how it would be violence for Donald Trump to go into their locker room and look at them while they're naked? You said, well, he's a judge. Okay. I don't even think that's true. I think he was just the owner. But even if he was a judge, that wouldn't change a thing because he's still a man.
Wow, you gagged him, Dean. That's what it is.
Don't mute me. I'm asking
I didn't mute you.
Yeah, you just turned my microphone on.
I unmuted you because you were already muted. I actually don't remember muting.
Definitely wasn't muted. So what? So you guys support somebody, right? So somebody walking through a locker room, not even doing anything, just walking through a locker room, even if that did happen, which you have no proof. You provide no proof.
Didn't? Well, actually, you said that on the audio clip that you heard of Donald Trump speaking.
That Biden
admitted to walking through
literally.
That was your takeaway from that clip. We didn't even examine the clip. We didn't explain the clip. Okay, we just played that clip.
Takeaway.
And then your response was to say, "All I heard was Trump admit to walking through a locker room." So it seems like there is proof for that. Because we didn't even tell you that.
You brought up something.
That was your own personal takeaway, unrelated to me, unrelated to Parker, unrelated to anything we said. That was your takeaway from the clip that we played.
No, you brought up something that was accused. No proof.
No, we just played an audio clip of Trump talking. How dense are you, bud? We didn't make an allegation. We didn't play an accusation from a woman or a girl. No, we just literally played a clip of Trump talking. I didn't even preface what this clip was about. I literally just said, "Hey, Parker, roll the tape," and so he did.
So you don't,
and then without any commentary from your Parker. Your takeaway was all I heard was Trump admitting to walking through a locker room. So stop trying to gaslight yourself.
So do you deny?
Actually, Dean, you're expressing facts right now. That's called gaslighting, Dean. When you express facts, that's called gaslighting.
You guys won't. Do you guys deny that Biden showered with his daughter?
Yeah, I do deny that. That is a verified claim, and I'll tell you why as soon as we're done in this conversation about Trump.
Yeah, see, God, believe all women, right?
Well, the thing is we don't even know a woman wrote that. But once again, we'll talk about that as soon as we're done having this conversation about Trump.
Oh, so yeah, believe all women, but.
Well, I don't know if you just
Ashley Biden came out and literally said that things were made up that were lies against Biden, and she never verified any of the contents. And it was literally someone stole this. They sold it to a right-wing think tank, and they had that within the chain of custody. A right-wing think tank had it before it was released. So let me just clarify: there are absolutely conditions that could have been
Biden's
changed
DOJ
or
had it
added
way
by that
before
right-wing think tank,
Correct.
and also nothing
Biden's
with.
DOJ ended up with it before.
What do you mean?
Biden's
You mean
DOJ ended up with
they
it.
were holding the people accountable who stole it?
Biden's DOJ ended up with it well before, right? It was
What is
in
that
the
even supposed to
hands
mean?
of
You think Biden's DOJ is the one that stole it and released it?
I think they can do whatever they want. I think they could delete or do whatever they want. Are you gonna sit here and say that? Okay, if Trump's daughter accused him of something, and it was in evidence in a diary, and Biden's DOJ had it, you don't think they would do anything with that information?
Okay, yeah. So you're saying that then he would be held accountable, or I'm confused.
I'm saying I don't.
It's not
I
the
don't trust
DOJ that
government
stole it.
not
It's
to-
literally it was stolen and then sold to Project Veritas.
Yeah, don't trust the government not to change or do anything with it. I don't trust the government, period.
Okay, I don't know what your point you're making right now is.
My point is, did Biden's DOJ not end up with all of the information on Hunter's laptop and the diary?
Now we're talking about Hunter's laptop. What was on Hunter's laptop that you consider bad?
Yeah. Hunter Biden's laptop doesn't prove anything outside of demonstrating that Hunter was a drug addict. That's all that laptop proves, is that Hunter was addicted to drugs.
Right, and yeah, that's a great thing, right?
Yeah, why should I give a
That's obviously something that he had to deal with, and he talks about as hard for him to have dealt with, and that he's now sober from. But what does that prove beyond that?
Okay, all right, you guys
He's owed that.
Sam, he was a private citizen. Why should I give a Sam, listen to me.
Yeah,
Hunter is a private citizen. Hunter has always been a private citizen. Sam, listen to me.
Would lose your mind.
Sam, listen to me.
Was Trump's son.
Sam, listen to me. As somebody who lost an uncle to an overdose on opioids, okay, I would like to speak on it.
That's bullshit.
He died when he had a back surgery. He got prescribed opioids by his
You're
mom. His wife and him were going through a rocky period in their marriage, and then he overdosed on them and killed himself. He was 35 years old. He was a police officer at the time.
Doubt it.
Why would you doubt that? Why would I just make Why would I make that up?
That's not how that works, bud.
Why would I make that up?
You're funny. All I'm saying is if Trump's
No, Sam, answer my question. Why would I make that up?
Trump's son did the same thing.
No, answer my question, Sam. Why would I make that up?
Because you're a grifter and a liar. What do you mean?
What? But that makes no sense that you would make this particular point up. That makes no sense. And bro,
He lies about everything else.
Can you define
Everything
grifter,
else
bro?
in his
Dean,
life
apparently you got a
is
flag for some reason.
liar
If you want to join back up on your second, because this guy just called you a grifter. That was
don't
ridiculous.
believe it for a second.
It's for mental health
What
for
I'm
some reason.
saying now
Wait, hold
is
up,
if
pause.
Trump's
Sam.
son, see, you guys do this.
Sam,
shit
can you
all the
define
time.
what a
If
grifter
Trump's
is?
son did the same thing.
Sam, can you define what a grifter is?
You guys would use that as ammunition.
No, we wouldn't.
1,000,000%.
No, we wouldn't.
We talked about it all day.
No, we wouldn't.
You would say, "Oh my God,
So
Eric
can you
Trump was a
hey,
drug
bro,
addict. Big
hello?
deal. No big deal."
Hey, sir,
You're a liar.
can you tell me what a grifter is?
A grifter is somebody who makes money off of other people by talking shit and lying.
So
like
Trump?
you guys do.
So Trump?
Yo, what did you do earlier? The second I made a point.
I'm not lying at all. That's so,
When I-
so you're saying Trump, right?
Bro, you guys will sit there and look at your computers, you'll say, bring up
Patricia, thank you so
bring
much
up
for the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Patricia. I really appreciate the $50. Thank you very much on Venmo. Jose, thank you for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And for the $6. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it for the grifting. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, see?
I would like to be able to finish saying what I was in the middle of saying. I'll just have to moderate my language a little bit more closely.
bud.
So the reason why I shared that story with you about my uncle is the reason why I guess I don't really care about what the contents of the Hunter Biden laptop. Listen, addiction is something in which kind of impacts all of us. I don't think I've ever met a person that didn't have a first or second hand account experience, rather through themselves or a loved one, a family member, or a friend, of drug addiction, right? So when I see Hunter Biden's frankness talking about his addiction, talking about his path to recovery, and now being an advocate for those who are struggling with addiction right now to find their own way to recovery. Honestly, I just see something like that's so human that we don't typically see in politics. Like, honestly, his conversation with Candace Owens was like the most human thing I've watched from American
But if it was
politics.
Trump's son, you would use
The
that
point
as
I'm saying
ammunition
is,
against him.
if it was Trump's son
Come
and Trump's
on,
son
man.
struggled with
You're
addiction,
gonna fucking
not clean,
bullshit.
I
Everything.
honestly,
You
like,
use
I'll-
locker room
listen,
talk
hey,
from
Sam,
10
hey,
years
Sam, I'm
ago
in the middle of
against him.
speaking. If Trump's son
You guys
struggled
are
with
bullshit.
hey, listen, I'm the real man speaking. If Trump's son
fuck
struggled
you.
with it, hey, listen. If Trump's son struggled with addiction and got clean, I would be a hypocrite to place him on a pedestal that I wouldn't place my own mom
Already
because the same thing happened to her. That I wouldn't place my own uncle because the same thing happened to him.
You're a
And I
liar.
wouldn't place Hunter Biden on either because the same thing happened to him. Drug addiction is not a partisan thing.
Nobody's saying it is. But I'm saying
listen
you
to
would
Sam,
use
Sam, you're still
you
interrupting
would
me. You're
use
still
it as a weapon
interrupting
against
me.
him.
You are still interrupting me.
You guys use weapons.
You are still interrupting me.
I don't give a fuck.
You are still interrupting me. You are
Go ahead,
still
bud.
interrupting
Go
me.
ahead and drift on more.
You are still interrupting me, Sam.
Yeah,
You are
drift on.
still interrupting me. You are still interrupting me.
Drift on. Drift
You are
on.
still interrupting me, Sam. You are 3 times my age. You are 85 years old on your fucking deathbed waiting to croak, and you have the maturity level of a fucking toddler. What are we doing, Sam? Why are you acting this way? Why are you doing this? Why does the 21-year-old have to tell you, a fucking great-grandpa, how to act your age? Why? Why? Like why does that have to happen?
Are you
Dude,
gonna keep talking
when
or
you
you
were
gonna
like marrying
continue
your
to think?
third wife, okay,
This
I
is
was
what you
semen in
guys
my
do.
dad's
This is
balls.
the exact
Why should
drifting
I be
shit
the
I'm
one to
talking
tell you how to act mature? It's
about. This is
ridiculous.
you drifting.
Grift on,
Look
grift
at all the
on,
people spending you
grift
guys
on.
money.
We love
Hilarious.
grifting, bro.
I was in the middle of like telling you something super serious about drug
So
addiction,
continue.
and you just
bud.
can't even keep your cool to act your age and to just shut the hell up for more than 30 seconds. Like you're an irredeemable scum, irrespective of even politics. There's nothing political about what I was saying about drug addiction, and you still couldn't keep your decrepit mouth shut for more than 10 seconds.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear it.
Good boy.
You. You're a clown, bro. Shit's hilarious. Yeah, you're a funny guy, bud.
He is really funny for that one. I'm not gonna lie. That one was really good.
Let's hear about all the drug addict bullshit you're gonna spew. You don't know nothing about. Let's hear it, bud. You like I said, you'd use it.
I think I would know a little bit about it, being one
Trump's son-
myself.
You wouldn't know nothing about it, bud.
But like
We all
obviously, like I
know.
just want to clarify. Like let's just hold up that. Like Dean literally just talked about how he has personal experiences with people in his
don't.
life that have been affected by this. So I think he does know about it. He explained how he knew about it. He gave you
You
information
guys-
about
you
it,
guys
and
are
like you're just
fucking
being
drifters.
ridiculous and not
You'll-
addressing this.
Okay, sorry for your uncle. Okay, but if it was somebody else, if it was Trump's son, you guys would use that as ammunition.
The reason why we
Simple as
would.
that.
The reason
You
why
would,
we
though.
wouldn't.
You would. You're
I
telling
wouldn't.
me if Trump's son was a drug
I
addict
wouldn't.
and he was smoking crack in the White
Oh,
House,
well, you can't
wouldn't
say that.
fucking use that against him.
I'm-
That's
what
a
I'm-
lie.
You know, we're
telling
near the
you-
end of the stream. I'll just let it.
What
go
I'm
through. We'll get a
telling
flag.
you is that if Trump's son was a drug addict, who recovered, I wouldn't use him against him. I
You're a
wouldn't.
liar. You're a liar.
And I think that you're just pre-assuming that about me because you want to be right.
I don't want to be right at all. I think that we should all.
I
be able to
wouldn't
get
use it
along,
against him either.
but
I don't know why we would.
You're liars. You guys are liars.
He's not the one in the presidency.
Yeah, listen, drug addiction transcends politics, man.
You guys are bringing.
It's one of the few things that does. Drug addiction is one of the very few things that transcends politics.
You two would use anything you could to use as ammunition to get your point across to make a few more dollars. That's all it is. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this guy just wants to be right. He doesn't care.
Like they're literally
I don't
not in
wanna be
any
right.
political
You know
position
what I
or
would
any
love?
position of power. Like I
would
wouldn't bring it up ever.
Because I think it's all bullshit.
Hey Sam, Sam, you're a delusional maniac that literally just says that we're grifting because we've proved you wrong, and that you're mad and you're coping with the fact that we proved you wrong?
No,
and you can't acknowledge that.
You didn't prove me wrong.
We proved you wrong with every single point, bro. You've lost everything, bro. You got dogwall.
No, not at all.
Yes, you did, bro. What do you mean, not at all, bro?
This is what you two do. It's so funny.
Yeah, what do we do? Tell me. I want to hear from your perspective. What do we do?
So you'll tell somebody, give me evidence, and then as soon as they click off the stream to go get evidence or pull something up on the internet while you have your monitors in front of you, that's what you do. You'll kick them off the stream. You talk.
So instead of letting them provide evidence, we just kick people? Like, no, that's not what happens.
Yeah,
they just never provide evidence. You yourself on the stream said you just didn't want to show the evidence.
Hey, Parker, I'm going to go start my own live stream. I can't take this anymore.
Good luck.
Right, see you guys soon. Peace.
For sure, bro.
Grifters. That's all you guys are.
Okay, so... And you can't even define what a grifter is. Any way that you try to define grifter will literally be applicable to Donald Trump. You know that, right?
You guys are the ones making millions of dollars off of sorry-ass people that literally watch your streams and think that you're a good debater. You can't debate somebody, bro. You can't debate in person.
If you think I do debate in person. Now, if you think I'm a better debater than Sam, type 3 in the comment section. I think this is bipartisan. Okay, this is bipartisan. Everybody, who's a better debator, me or Sam? Okay, I think we can all agree. Actually, everybody, 3's in the chat. 3's in the chat. What can I say? So we're apparently making trillions, actually trillions off of destroying MAGA on the stream. What can I say, man? What can I say? We're making trillions. Can you thank Sarah for the $10 for the grift? And Eric for the $9 for the grift? And Outcasted for the $10 for the grift? And Ugo, thank you so much for the $2 for the grift. Can you thank them?
You'll sit there. Provide evidence for that. Provide some evidence for that.
Provide evidence for what?
Anything. Anybody you're talking to, as soon as they leave the stream for 2 seconds to go to an article, you'll kick them.
That's not what happens. You can watch my stream every single day. I promise you that's not what happens.
Let's see in front of you, bud. You got 2 or 3 screens in front of you, don't you?
I have 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and you want to know what are on those screens?
Yeah,
YouTube and TikTok, and that's it.
Yeah, you're a bullshitter, bro.
YouTube and TikTok.
One for Google, so you can look
YouTube
up
and TikTok, and then I'll have a notepad, where I can write down stuff so that I can remember stuff in the conversation. Right. Yeah, but I don't have to do that with you.
But as soon as somebody leaves the stream to look something up, that's what you do. You're a grifter.
Okay, you don't even know what grifting is.
It's stealing people's money.
I'm stealing people's money, actually, everyone. Look, Outcasted, thank you for the $5. Thank you for letting me take your money. Thank you so much. Give me. Money. I'm taking all that shit, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Stolen. Look at that, stolen.
Never had a real job.
Look at Parker. Never had a real job. He's just stealing money on the internet. By going on the internet and saying, why do you support Trump? Look at this guy. He's stealing so much money. Look at this guy. He's horrible. We should put him in jail, right? Should I go to jail? You think I'm committing robbery?
You guys still have yet to make a valid point.
Wait, no. Do you think I should go to jail? You said I'm stealing from people. Should I go to jail for stealing from people? Or do you think stealing should be legal?
People are just giving you their money. No, you're not, I guess.
People. Okay, so I'm not stealing now.
But I don't know why they would give you money. You're a fucking loser. I don't really understand.
What makes you think I'm a loser? Taylor, thank you for the $5 for supporting a loser. Thank you so much.
What makes you a loser?
Linz, thank you so much for the $5 for stealing the money and supporting the loser.
You're a fraud. You're a fraud.
Okay,
bro.
how am I a fraud?
You'll invite people on stream, ask for evidence, and when they go to look it up, you'll kick them off the stream. As soon as they make a valid point,
that's nothing that's ever happened on the stream before.
That's exactly what you do.
That's never happened on the stream before.
Valid point, and you don't like something they say, you kick them off the stream. Absolutely, you do that.
So do I like what you're saying right now?
Probably not. But
so then why haven't I kicked you?
Because I'm not making a absolute valid point that makes you.
You're not making a valid point.
If I were to bring up a valid point that goes against something you believe, you kick me right off the stream. I mean, you know.
I love when people say this. This is like the funniest stuff ever. I love when people say this because it's actually so funny. You just got to me. I got you to concede that your argument is horrible and that it's not valid. I just got you to concede that.
Yeah, this is me and you talking.
That your argument is dog shit. I can't believe you just conceded that.
No.
And you just like, you keep making the point. He just keeps going. He just doesn't stop. He realizes the point. Doesn't make any sense. He owned himself. He conceded the point and then still keeps making it.
No, I'm just not talking politics with you. And
you're not talking politics with me? What stream are you on? Do you know where you are, sir? You're not talking politics with me? What the hello? What's the title of the stream, sir? Hello?
15 minutes about.
Wait, the title of the stream is Why Do You Support Trump? This is a political debate stream.
And
what the do you mean we're not talking about politics?
You and Dean started talking a bunch of shit, right? Trump did this locker room bullshit, and I said, okay.
That's politics, by the way. That's talking about politics. Why you support Trump, the president of the United States.
It turned into us talking about nothing more. If I were to bring up something, bro.
So we talked about nothing more than politics.
We talked about one thing, and then you guys tried to,
which was political, right?
Yeah. Biden.
Do you think the average person would hear this conversation and be like, "Yeah, that was not a political conversation at all"? This guy's not talking about politics.
It started out as one, but then
Jose, thank you for the $5 for stealing your money. Thank you so much. Peter, I really appreciate the $5. Thank you very much for letting me steal that money. Thank you. Matthew, thank you so much for the $1. Thank you very much for every time you say money, 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 money. It reminds me of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob. That's actually the reason why I did it.
You've still not answered my question. So
what's your question, bro?
Biden apparently showered with his daughter. What is any different from that? From you guys accusing Trump of doing what he did with E. Jean Carroll. What is the difference?
One, Ashley Biden never confirmed that this was her. It was stolen, and it was sold to a right-wing think tank. It was stolen and sold to a right-wing think tank. You know that, right? She literally came out and said there were false accusations targeted towards people that she loves, and misinformation spreading about that.
Hilarious, right? Hilarious how that happens.
Yeah, it's hilarious how you don't acknowledge any of that context. That, like, I guarantee if it were the other way around, you wouldn't say that this is at all indicating anything of Trump. You don't believe that at all, right? No one believes that. Ashley Biden literally said that that's not applicable, and you don't believe her.
I don't believe E. Jean Carroll.
Of course you don't, because even though she held her abuser accountable in a civil court. Why? Because you're a rape apologist. Because you have TDS, you have Trump devotion syndrome. There's nothing Trump could do that would get you to stop supporting the guy.
He literally went on it. I don't even really support him that much now, but at the same time,
you still say you'd vote for him over Trump. Is it just because you think that men are better at leading than women? Are you one of those guys?
They kicked her off the news for saying that rape is.
No. She said most people think that, which, by the way, I disagree. I don't think most people do, but she's claiming it about other people. She said most people think rape is sin. She was saying that's a bad thing that perpetuates rape culture within our society. Again, I disagree. I don't think it's most people. I think it's a lot of people, and that perpetuates rape culture within our society. And I think she's also hyper aware of this as a victim herself. And we can disagree on that. And that doesn't mean that she was claiming herself that she thinks it's. So it's disgusting that you're going to spin everything that she just said like that. Do you realize how disgusting it is for you to spin what she said like that?
You just didn't say anything until Trump's second term, right? Nothing. Just quiet. Didn't say anything until, like, why did she come out when she did?
Because people like you exist that are going to not believe her, that are going to say horrible things about her, right? Regardless. And she didn't want to have to deal with that. She didn't know if she would have a community to support her in doing so. And that's why after the Me Too movement, right, she felt like she would have a community like that to support her, that would exist, right? It takes things like that for people to feel like they have community, they feel like they're going to be believed, to feel like they're okay in coming out. You know what I mean? Like, you and other people create a society, right, that continually victim blames people, that says, oh, you didn't come out right away, therefore I'm not going to believe you because you didn't come out right away.
I didn't say that.
Even though she held her abuser accountable in a civil court for abuse. There are 27 plus women that have accused this guy of misconduct. You believe every single fucking one of them are lying after he himself is admitted to engaging in this type of behavior? It's disgusting. There's nothing that would get you to believe that this is true about Trump because you're a cult member. And there's nothing that will get you out of this thought process that Donald Trump's so great, amazing, actually, greatest guy I've ever seen, actually. Couldn't stop supporting the guy. So much better than the Democrats, actually. Democrats are the worst people on the planet, actually. They're horrible for this country, but actually Thomas Massey's even worse than that, actually.
I never said that.
That's what Trump said.
I dislike you.
Democrats are so bad. They're so bad. The worst in the country. Worst you've ever seen. But actually, Thomas Massey, worst congressional member I've ever seen. Actually, worst in our country's nation's history.
Yeah, I never said any of that. I just dislike you. You're disingenuous.
How am I disingenuous?
Because you, like I said a million times, you'll kick people as soon as they bring up a point against you.
That's valid. So what, you haven't been kicked because your point is invalid. Thank you very much for the concession.
Yeah, well, we're just having a conversation.
Renee, thank you for the gem gun. Thank you. I can't believe you just conceded that again. Holy shit, he just conceded that one more time. Amazing. Like, it's actually great to see. It's great to see. I'm keeping him on the stream because he's making invalid points. Look at that. Can you name one invalid point that I kicked someone after they made?
Not what I said. I said as soon as people bring up a valid point that you can't argue back with, you kick them. That's what you do.
Yeah, so meaning that you haven't brought up any point that I can't argue against, and I'm
not trying to. I'm talking to you as a human being. I'm not
I'm
not talking to politics. Like,
you're not talking about politics. How many beers have you had today, sir?
0. Yeah.
Are you sure about that one?
Yeah, 100%. But just talking to you as a person.
I think you are more elevated than I am, bro.
Maybe.
At least I would hope so, dude.
I don't know, bud. Just you could be a real dick. You just treat people like shit. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I'm so horrible. I agree.
You are. Mm-hmm. You treat people like shit. You talk to people like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is.
Yeah. And like, would you say the same thing about Trump?
He can definitely be a dick sometimes. Yeah, for sure.
It's just sometimes he can just sometimes. Everybody.
He's not all the time.
Do you think I'm more rude than Trump?
I think you talk to people way worse. Yeah. I don't know what. You don't think you do? You talk down on people constantly.
I think you're delusional. Trump has called for the deaths of some Democrats because they followed the law. They said to follow the law, do not follow unlawful orders. He said he's glad that Rob Reiner and Robert Mueller's dead. When have I ever done those things?
You're talking about when repeat that, Rob Mueller?
Yeah, Trump called for the of some Democrats, veterans in Congress, who specifically said to follow the law and to not follow an unlawful order if you're given one. And then he also said he's glad that Rob Reiner and Robert Mueller is dead. Right? People that, like, literally Robert Mueller just investigated into him. Okay, that was it. He just did the investigation. And he said he was glad that he was dead. So, like, have I ever done that before? Have I ever said that?
Well, I've watched you time and time again talk to people like shit and tell them.
Have I ever said that? Have I ever called for people to die?
I don't know about that, but you definitely talk.
No, I don't think I have. I don't think I've been calling for people to. So, can you explain to me why you think that he and I are on the same level, or like he's actually? You think I'm worse.
I never said that. No, I just said you talk to people like shit.
Okay, so Trump is worse than
I didn't say any of that. I just said you.
So is Trump worse than Parker?
I'm not gonna say. I don't know you, Parker. I don't.
You don't know me? I thought you said you know me enough to say that I talk to people horribly. I call people mean names.
I've watched your streams.
Yeah.
You do it constantly.
Yeah, based upon my streams. Make that evaluation based on my streams.
Well, yeah, because is that not you, or are you being somebody you're not?
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm AI Parker on the streams.
Okay.
I'm not real Parker on the streams, you know?
All I'm saying
I'm being someone else. What can I say? I'm being AI Parker, actually. AI Parker. What can I say? Just like immediately when I turn on the stream, it just like, whoa! I hop into like the DNC show mode.
Okay. Either way,
and then it just like works like that. You know what I mean? Like outside of that, I'm not DNC shill. Like it happens when I start on stream. Like you know, like my Severance character just like locks in. You know?
Yeah.
So I technically only exist on live stream.
I just think you and Dean, you're very rude.
I'm the version of Parker that's only on live.
Right. Okay. Well, hey, enjoy talking to people like shit. Enjoy being a dick.
Enjoy being a dick. Yes. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, fellow American. I appreciate you very much.
Salute to you.
Salute you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will keep perpetuating the DNC shill propaganda. Thank you very much. I definitely will. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yes, grift mentality. The grift mentality of the DNC shill operation. I got you. I will keep it on. I will keep on the propaganda. like you've
Hey,
never seen before.
God bless, bud. I hope
Absolutely, sir.
you remove that hate from your heart.
Yeah, I'm gonna spread the hate even further. I'm gonna divide this country even more.